Welcome to Fantasy Friday. I'm Jeff Smith.
And I'm Jacob Upton. Here are today's top stories. A harrowing story of survival out of Baltimore this week as Orioles outfielder Nick Markakis locked his keys in his car shortly before game time on Tuesday. Officials report that his cell phone, iPod, and a leftover turkey club sandwich from a recent trip to Bennigan's were all trapped in the vehicle for almost 2 hours until Markakis' wife arrived with a spare set of keys. Sources close to the situation report that Markakis still plans on eating the turkey club sandwich, but expects that it, quote, probably won't taste as good. Jeff?
And sad news out of Baltimore. At around 2:15 Wednesday afternoon, Orioles right fielder Nick Markakis stepped on a snail in the parking lot outside of Camden Yards. Markakis was on his way into the ballpark for pregame batting practice when he says he heard a soft crunch under the heel of his cleat. Immediately aware of what happened, the first-round pick in the 2003 amateur draft gagged briefly and quickly left the scene. Markakis released this statement through a snail translator. "Damn, snail, I'm sorry." No word yet on whether charges are being pressed. We're now joined by...
Breaking news to report here. Orioles outfielder Nick Markakis has been arrested for shoplifting $40 worth of Durex triple-ribbed condoms from a local Costco. More on this story at 11.
We're now joined by Lyndon Johnson, writer for the Baltimore Sun. Ms. Johnson, thank you for your time.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
You've done some excellent work covering the drug and corruption scandals that have plagued Baltimore recently. So I must ask, do you know Nick Markakis personally?
I'm sorry, I thought we were discussing the city's current budget crisis. You know, Mayor Rawlings Blake has...
Yeah, we'll get to that. But tell me, what's Nick like? I heard he's 10 feet tall.
I have a city council meeting in half an hour. Is this going to take long?
I apologize for my colleague, Ms. Johnson. You're obviously a very respected and accomplished member of the media.
Thank you.
And as such, I must ask you, in all the time you've spent covering the city of Baltimore, have you ever come across Nick Markakis' email address?
No.
Well, that's all the time we have. Ms. Johnson, thank you for stopping by.
This has been a colossal waste of my time.
She seemed nice. Maybe I'll call her.
No, you won't.
You're probably right. And now we go to this week's Fantasy Forecast with Kyle Lane. Kyle?
Hey guys, it's me, your old pal Kyle, here with today's Fantasy Forecast. 80% chance of Nick Markakis this weekend in Baltimore, and be on the lookout in the Pacific Northwest region. There will be some serious solar Markakis flares visible around dusk. Guys?
Well, that's all for this edition of Fantasy Friday. From all of us to all of you, have a great Markakis.
Markakis.